that time of year again. Forbes just released its list of the world's billionaires. So who's the wealthiest in our state? Let's take a look. His name is James Goodnight. If you're not familiar, he is the co-founder and CEO of the data analytics firm SAS. It's based in Cary, right outside of Raleigh. Goodnight's wealth, it rose to $10.1 billion last year. His business partner and co-founder of SAS, John Sal, also made the list. His net worth 2023 was $5 billion. Goodnight and Saul met at NC State. Outside of their software company, the two have founded a private school, Cary Academy, together, and they co-own a country club and a hotel. Make good friends in college, I guess. There are other billionaires on the list that have some Charlotte connections. You know this face. David Tepper, the hedge fund operator and Carolina Panthers owner, his net worth now more than $20 billion. Tepper gifted $67 million to Carnegie Mellon University, sponsoring the David Tepper Quadrangle. That is a building aiming to create a collaborative learning environment. NBA legend, Charlotte Hornets part owner Michael Jordan also made the list. His net worth, $3.2 billion. MJ's popularity and wealth has not stopped him from giving back. He's partnering with Novant Health to create Michael Jordan Family Medical Clinics in North Carolina. First facility under construction right now in Wilmington, which of course is his hometown. And lastly, the founder of Fort Mills Red Ventures, Rick Elias. He's worth $1 billion. He started the digital media company that owns brands like CNET, Lonely Planet, Best Colleges, and The Points Guy.